Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here, and welcome on into a early LEGO Harry Potter 2025 set review. Today we're looking at set number 76446. This is the Night Bus Adventure set. Has 499 pieces. It's retailing for $49.99 USD or $59.99 Canadian beginning on March the 1st. But I found this here early in Canada, and it was supposed to launch January 1st, but then I don't know why it was delayed, but it's finally here, and I've got now every winter set here for Harry Potter, so I'm excited to do a compilation video for that soon. But this is really exciting. I don't mind that we have a remake of this. Like the last time we got this was 2019, so it's been a while, and it's a very iconic vehicle. I think that this is such an improvement for sure for this as well. Let's go ahead, let's take a closer look at this set. Here's the whole thing built. If you want, there are time codes and chapters if you want to hop around to just the minifigures, maybe just the Night Bus, the side build, or the comparison. All right, here is the Night Bus. It's just an incredible model. I really think that just the design of this, my favorite part is the back here with using all these new curve pieces. All these elements that come together to create this is just amazing here. There's a few spots here and there that I don't know what the solution is, but it's just a little bit of holes missing throughout this, but it's a remarkable model. It truly is. Like, it is such an upgrade. Of course, it drives very smoothly as you would expect for this here. And I think that just the fact that it has access to all these new modern pieces is helping it. There's a new window piece. So here's a closer look at the piece on its own. It's great. I love this new window. And then you've got the new pane piece as well there that you just snap into place like all the other windows there. Love this a lot. Perfect for the set. Anyways, you can see here as well, it's also completely modular. So you're actually able to separate this into 3 sections here, and then the top part here as well to get access to the 3rd floor. So altogether here, these are all of the sections that you have for the Night Bus. All right, let's start with the front here. Looks great. You've got this grill here, which is actually this stickered piece. You've got a light there as well, which is stickered. You've got another sticker up here for the Night Bus on the 2nd floor. And then there's also here underneath on this slope piece there, the KB there for the Night Bus as well. Up here in the front, you do have a bit of a spot there for the driver, Ernie. There's no wall there, so I guess you could have him leaning out the window there, but you can sit him inside very easily there. And you'll notice, don't worry, his head is actually sticking up above that a little bit, but that's not going to be affected here when you place this next section. You have this little tile, I think that's meant to be like a little door for underneath here. You've also got this bed that can move, and it actually goes back and forth as you drive around, so that's really cool how that can actually slide back and forth. The idea being here specifically with the sleeping, which included that you can actually include her and have her sleeping inside, and her feet are just attached down below there at the bottom. But again, just to show you, you can have that swinging back and forth there as the bus is turning and moving and driving and weaving in and out of traffic. Over here in the back, you've got the steps there that you can step inside, as well as you've got this pole piece for you to actually put the conductor and have him actually hanging out of the bus, which I think is very fun. But anyways, back inside here, you do have this section here, and if you want, you can remove it. Don't remove the light gray piece, but this is a sticker here with a bunch of the different luggages and different boxes for passengers inside. That's all chained up so that it doesn't roam about the different sections of the Night Bus. You do have a light, as well as some of the product images actually have you sitting Harry there next to the luggages and everything there. But also what you could do, I think, with this clip is you're meant to actually attach the chest that's included for Harry there so that it also doesn't roam around the cabins. Over here in the back, you do have a sticker, as well as the wheels. By the way, I didn't talk about this. There's a stud with a hole in it on the back ones, and then in the front there are the flat tiles. Underneath, you've got a little exhaust there too, which is just such a great attention to detail. Here's one of the sections here that I think is just a little frustrating, and it's not the designer's fault. There's no solution. It's Lego's fault that there are no pieces here. So first of all of these curved pieces to create this angle in the back is just amazing, but because of this plate here, or the tiles, there's no piece that exists that you can have a great curve there. So that's really frustrating. Really wish that we get more curved pieces. I think that's something that a lot of people are always asking for. You've got a sticker here in the back that says all destinations, nothing underwater. You've got one on the back and then also the side. You have the lights there on the side, again, that night bus sticker. And then over here, you've got this big gap there that allows you access to down below. You've got some gray plates there. I guess that's just the flooring. You've got another bed there, same design that can also move around. Then you also have an advertisement there for the Daily Profit in coral. Now for the next section, you actually sit this on top here, and you'll notice that the parts in the back that they're designed to actually have a bit of a gap. So when you lie this flat, it is missing one level of studs there, but when you attach it, it works out fine because this is actually one stud above the rest of this whole level. But then also you'll notice as well on the third floor, there is this chandelier that can dangle back and forth and move around. Simple little build there, like the little crystal pieces, the minifigure heads and all that, but it can just sit inside of the second floor and move around without hitting anything. And that is attached to this pole piece on the trapdoor piece. So I'll just show you what that looks like from underneath there. I think that's really smart inclusion. Then next to the chandeliers, you've got these bottles in coral and lavender. And then in the back on the top floor, you have another bed. And this is great too, over here in the back. This is, I think, my favorite part of the entire build. It's how this curve is created, and it's just really perfectly designed there with that curve piece, as well as I love the new bow in clear. I've never seen that before, so that's also really great to get here. And the last bit here is attaching the top plates to cover up and put on the top of the night bus. The only thing that I really don't like about the design is that there's nothing covering up this black part. And again, I don't know what the solution is because there's not enough curved pieces included in Lego's portfolio right now to actually cover that, but also maybe just cover up all of these studs. I think would look nicer to have this all tiled off, just like how the back is all flat. And I don't know, I think that might add a little bit of something here to the model. There's also a side build here, which is really great because back in 2004 with the night bus set that was designed back then, it also came with a little side build with a little bush as well, with this lamppost, the bench, and that's actually something specifically that the designer George mentioned. The light's an interesting build here. You can move it and angle it up and down. And then down below, I really like the design for this bench. I think it's really simple but effective. You can, of course, sit Harry there, and because it's tiled off, you can't actually attach to it. The candlestick pieces there for like the bottom part of the lamp is nice, and you've got a little bit of a side bush build. Included as well is this chest. I like that you've got that piece there to have it actually lying down on an angle. That's great. Anyways, you can open it up, and inside, I've put 2 of the coins there. I think that that's a cool little design with the dragons, so you can put the extra piece inside there too, and you also have this envelope included, and you can close it up and attach that to minifigure hands or, again, into the night bus. All right, so side by side, 2019, 2025, leaps and bounds different. Also, accuracy, this wins that award. Like, the window design here is so much better and more accurate to these big panes here that they've got for this. I just also look at just all the gaps in this model for the different angles and everything. Like over here, like that's not good. That slope piece there with that bow, that is not really something I think Lego would even do today. You've also got over here like this angle here for those window panes to create the curve in the front, and then you look over here and that is maybe a little too pointy, but it's still a lot better than that. And you look in the back, I just think that the back part here too, with these incredible bow pieces being used, is so much more accurate and looks so much better. That's not to say that this is bad, but it just looks so much cleaner and sleeker over here in the new model. Size-wise, look at that. Like, this is so much wider here. You put them side by side as well. You've got it sticking out by at least 2 studs there. In terms of the front here, if you look at them side by side, how they look, I think that this, again, looks better. Also, the night bus symbol looks better, I think, on that brick than that tile. You've got even, there's a wall here versus no wall over here for the driver's seat. The light colors are different. But how do you get inside of the original one, I think, is also interesting. So you do have this section up here on the top to get access to the top floor, and it is removable. Only the top floor, though, because the rest, you have to open it with these hinges here. which is interesting. So yeah, the bed there can move and slide around, and I just think that maybe that's a little cooler how you can have that chair actually move and turn. I think that's great, but there's one thing inside that's better. The shrunken head there included is great, and I don't get why there wasn't one in the new 2025 one. This is great. The Dre head, love that a lot. The dreads, the face, and everything. It's an iconic part of the scene, so it's definitely a shame that this was not included here for 2025, and that does give the 2019 one a bit of a leg up, but that's about it. Here is Padfoot Sirius, which uses the classic Lego dog piece here in black, which works well, but then also the face printing is really great there too. And of course, you can attach it to 3 studs, and you've got a stud on top. Here's the Harry Potter minifigure included. This is a new torso there. It's been updated with some new printing, but it's just a remake of the outfit that we've gotten before. Got the mid legs in dark tan, and underneath you've got the smile on one side and this sort of upset expression on the other. Here's Stanley Shunpike, the night bus conductor. Great figure here. A bit of a downgrade from 2019. So one more thing that the other set had going for it, and that is that the original one from 2019 had this really great hat. So I'm just going to swap those out there, and you can attach that. And I think that looks so much better there with the red and the black. It just adds something here for sure. But I think the face printing there is much better than the original one there. He's missing the ticket dispenser though in the new figure. Anyways, back to this minifigure. You can see he's got the satchel piece that you can just lift up the one shoulder. The torso looks great with the little bit of red there and the tie, and that face is awesome. And then on the back, you've got some printing there too. This hat piece, I feel like you could see it's the classic police cap there, and it was used back in the original Harry Potter set. So I feel like maybe that's why this was included, to have that little nod to the old sets. You do have a really cool Daily Prophet newspaper there with the Escape from Azkaban there with Sirius on the wanted poster. Here's Ernie Prang, who looks awesome. Love the torso printing there. I like the little pattern on the back. The bald cap piece there with the bit of hair is awesome. And just removing that, you could see the face printing a little better. You've got some wrinkles up top that was being covered up. And also included is the Sleeping Witch, who is great. I love the torso printing there, as well as the front torso. And that face is just amazing with the closed eyes on one side and the smile on the other. Well, there you have it, everyone. That is my review of the Night Bus Adventure set. I really love this a lot. Again, after that comparison, it's just so much better than the 2019 version. And again, I don't mind that this is getting a remake. It's been 6 years. It's an iconic vehicle, an important part of Harry Potter. So why not remake this here? So anyways, what do you think of the set? Again, love the 2004 references and everything, that the designer got to go back to his childhood, design one of the sets that he owned, and release it here this many years later is just incredible. But be sure to subscribe, turn the bell notifications so you don't miss out on future Lego Harry Potter set news and reviews. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. Hope you all have a great day. We'll see you all in the next one.